Okay, dear friends, last time we talked about 7 things that help us to stay committed to our practice, whatever thing that we do. So those 7 things help us to stay committed on our path to achieve our goals. But however, what if we don't get anything by following that path? What if nothing works for us? What if nothing goes in our way? Then what should we do? So let me talk about the life of the Buddha. So Buddha, he was born as a prince, and his name was Siddhartha. It means the one who brings good to all beings. Siddhartha. So Prince Siddhartha. And he had a splendid life. He had everything that he need. So he had all the pleasures in the world. But through those pleasures, he realized the true nature of our life. He realized, whatever I have, one day I have to be old. One day I become sick. And one day I have to die. And then he wanted to liberate from that suffering. And he wanted to find something that gives him real happiness. So that was his goal, to liberate from all the sufferings. He didn't want to become a Buddha. He just wanted to liberate from all the sufferings. And when that desire was so strong, he decided to leave that royal life and become a monk. Then he became a monk. Then first he went to 2 teachers and he practiced their teachings until the highest level. He developed his concentration to the highest level, yet he couldn't attain the full enlightenment. Then he realized, oh, this is not the path to attain the full enlightenment, to liberate from all the suffering. So then at that time in India, there was a very famous belief: to attain the enlightenment, to liberate from all the sufferings, you have to torture your body to the extreme level. So because of that, so he went to the deep in the forest and he started to torturing his body. He stopped eating, he stopped drinking, and he gave all the pains in this world to his body. Why he was doing all of those things? To attain the full enlightenment, or to achieve his goal. So now he has a clear goal. We talked about it last time. He has a clear goal, and also he has the strong desire. And now he's practicing some path, and he's committed to that. But the only thing he got, a body like a skeleton. So his body became like a skeleton. So that what he got finally. So then he realized, oh, this is not the path. So he had to do that until the extreme level to realize this is not the path toward the full enlightenment. He was on the wrong path. And he was in a very bad situation. He was in the rock bottom. But he did not regret about it. He was not shaken. He simply thought, oh, this is not the path toward the liberation. So it didn't work for him, even though he was committed to his practice, then he realized this is not the path. It took so many years for him to understand this is not the path toward the full enlightenment, to the full liberation. Then he decided to change. He decided to change what he was practicing. So, dear friends, sometimes we stay committed to our path, to our practice, but we don't get the result that we want. In those moments, normally people give up achieving their goals. They lose their hopes and they quit. But Buddha, before he attained the Buddhahood, he also had such a situation, but he didn't give up on his dreams or on his goal. What he did, simply he changed what he was practicing. He remembered a meditation that he practiced when he was a small kid, breathing meditation. Then he thought, oh, that could be the path toward the liberation. Now he wanted to practice it, but he didn't have energy in his body. So he started to eat food. And at that moment, there were 5 monks who were supporting him. Then they thought, oh, now this monk is on the wrong path. So they left. So such things can happen. Sometimes we committed to one path, then we understand this is not the path toward my goal. I won't be able to achieve my goal. Then when we change, sometimes people criticize it. Sometimes people leave us. So Buddha, before he attained the Buddhahood, it happened to him. Those 5 monks, they left him. But it didn't affect him. Why? He had a clear goal and he knew what he was doing. He changed the path. He started to practice breathing meditation. And through that meditation, through the breathing meditation, finally, he discovered the Noble Eightfold Path. So Noble Eightfold Path is the path toward the enlightenment. So there are 8 factors of that path: right view, right intention, right speech, right actions, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Finally, he discovered the path toward the full enlightenment, toward the liberation. Then finally, he attained the full enlightenment. He achieved what he wanted to achieve. So, dear friends, this reminds us there are moments that we might not get the results that we want, even though we stay committed to our practice. So when we understand things do not go in our way, things don't work for us, we need to change our path. So we need to have that power to change the path. So for the Buddha, he was on the wrong path for many years. Sometimes, yes, we might on the wrong path for like 2 years, 3 years, but still we have the time to change and practice new things and achieve our goals. So then by doing that, gradually we can become closer to our goal, and then one day we can achieve our goals.